After spending 13 and a half years sharing my journey and teaching on YouTube and creating over $10 million in profit, here's what I've learned. The internet is created as this vast place where people seek validation. It's basically designed that way to keep us seeking validation and getting those dopamine hits that we keep coming back for. But the truth is that if you are a content creator, and you have a purpose of teaching people, of sharing your gifts, of creating impact, of creating income, you're going to have to learn to manage your nervous system. If your nervous system is dysregulated when you are making content, the equivalent of that to me is driving drunk. Like, you know how when people get multiple drunk driving hits or whatever, they put like a breathalyzer. This is in the United States. I don't know if this is true in other countries, but they put like this breathalyzer thing in your car, and you have to breathe into it for the car to be able to start because they deem you a threat to the roads, right? To other people driving drunk. You almost have to create that sort of a breathalyzer system for yourself if you are a content creator. Otherwise, what's going to happen if you show up triggered on social media, if you were already dysregulated, or social media created dysregulation in you because it's literally designed to do that, and you are not aware of this, what's going to happen is that all of your content will turn into you defending yourself, you dancing for likes, you seeking validation, you making content just to get likes or get people to like you, fawning or flighting. Like some people pour so much energy into social media, get their audience going and then run away. This is happening massively on YouTube. I don't know if you guys are aware for the last couple of years. So many content creators that reached 100K, 200K, even 1 million subscribers got so burnt out and ran. Whereas what they could have done was regulated their nervous system and had a purpose of being online. And knowing that this is not the best place to be seeking validation. You should be being celebrated, seen and heard in your actual real life through your family, through your friends, through your community. And when you have that, when your cup is full in those areas, and you're showing up on social media with a purpose, you know what you're doing on social media. You know what you're creating. You know what impact you want to have. You know what your vision is. Then all of your content is geared towards that. But again, you need a regulated nervous system to be able to do that, because let me tell you, it's hard. It is so tough. The reason I've been able to last for 13 and a half years and be able to make the kind of impact and income that I've made is because I came in aware when I was triggered. I wasn't perfect. I've made content from a place of being triggered, all of that stuff. But I was aware that I get triggered. Some people aren't even aware that they're triggered. They think everything is someone else's fault. They blame outwardly. Everything is happening to them. They are a victim instead of, oh my God, I'm triggered. Just that one little switch in your consciousness of knowing that you are triggered. It's not someone else's fault, that you are triggered. And that when you know that you are triggered, you know that you hold the solution to that. So one of the things that I've been teaching behind the scenes in my group coaching containers is how to be able to regulate your nervous system in dating, in your marriage, in your interactions with your children, in your career, and especially if you are an online content creator. Because like I said, the internet streets are created to trigger you. That's the whole point, is to keep you triggered, keep you consuming content for validation, posting content for validation, buying stuff for validation, versus coming from a place of power, posting from a place of power, consuming from a place of power, buying from a place of power. That feels very different. It's a very different experience to do all of those things from a place of true power versus being dragged through an experience because of your unconscious scrolling or posting. This is why I really think that this 3-week nervous system bootcamp that I've created, it's going to change the planet, because this kind of languaging, this kind of information, the practices that I share, it's not really available to the average person. A lot of this stuff is only available to people that are like in the clinics, in practitioners, like, right? And even then when they're working with clients, they're not really teaching that awareness to their patients or clients. So what I've done in this course is I've taken some of the industry speak, some of like these really complicated seemingly concepts, and put it in a way that's fun, easy to understand, and something that you can immediately apply in your life. What's going to happen as you go through this 3-week journey is you're going to start noticing immediate results in your consciousness, in your awareness, and then you're also going to stack the results. This is what I love about this course, is that there's immediate, like, oh my God, aha, immediate result. And then there's like even a bigger result 3 days later, even a more compounded result a week later, and then 2 weeks later, and then 3 weeks later. I mean, the person that you will be in 3 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, and the fact that now the way you raise your children will change, the way you show up on dates will change, the way that you parent, the way that, I think I said that one twice, the way that you are in your marriage. The reason I said the parent one twice is because you guys know every single thing I've done has been for my children. Like, I started my inner work journey because I did not want to infect my children with my generational trauma or even with my personal trauma. I didn't want to be that mother that just unconsciously passed on all my stuff to them. It's really important to me that my children have a clean slate. In fact, they see me breaking through all these generational patterns. Well, I can't do that unless I'm really embodied in it. Because what I've learned as both being a child and a parent in my life is that embodiment is the only thing that teaches. Because my parents told me a lot of amazing things. I didn't listen. I didn't listen because they weren't embodied in it. And embodiment means that your nervous system has that programming. It's in you. That's what it really means. So do this work, and you will be having 7 generations forward thanking you for breaking the generational curses and not infecting them with all this stuff. That's why that's always in front of mind for me, is that my children get to have a clean slate. They don't need to start with all of my trauma and all of my stuff. In fact, I want to give them a living, breathing modeling of what it looks like to keep doing your inner work and keep evolving. So right now, I have my 3-week nervous system bootcamp on a pre-order price. And by the way, my team finished the workbooks early. They were making them pretty, and the content is now open. I know I said it would be opening on Monday, September 16th, but we made it early, so the content is now open. So if you go and purchase now, you get the pre-order price, but you don't have to wait for the content. It's all immediately available. All the lessons, all the workbooks. There's 3 like ginormous workbooks in there. I think the first one is like 26 pages, and then 13 pages, 17 pages. So we're not talking about like, I'm giving you all the things you need. And then I had promised 3 modules, and each module has many lessons, but I ended up adding this bonus 4th module in there for advanced level techniques. Now, I want you to do the first 3 modules and practice them before you go and open up that 4th one, because like I said, that is more advanced level work, but I wanted to offer it because I know what change this is going to create in you, and you're going to want those advanced level techniques. So I hope this finds you well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.